Good morning, friends. It's Becky. Welcome back to my channel. On my channel, I am going through my good midlife crisis, where I am journeying through my 40s, working oh so very hard to get my poop in a group. In order to do this, I have been working on my physical, my financial, and my mental health. And today is Friday, November the 21st, and we are going to be doing a financial health check-in video. We are going to be budgeting out the money that you see above my head, $3,016.36, and we're going to be using the app that you see surrounding me. This app is called YNAB. This is the app that I use to digitally cash stuff my budget, my money, and I hope that you find it interesting, entertaining, useful, helpful. Just stick around, hang out, come chat with me as I get started. Y'all, it is already almost 7:30 and I need to get this day started. The weather here changed. It was in the 80s and now the temperature is dropping, which is perfect. It's perfect for Thanksgiving. Thanksgiving is a week from yesterday. And I love Thanksgiving. I love fall. I grew up in the Northeast. I grew up in New Jersey, and Thanksgiving was when my whole family came in. We grew up in New Jersey. I had family in Massachusetts and in Ohio and Pennsylvania, and they'd all come to our house for Thanksgiving. And we walked to the park around the corner in our sweaters with our ball, like the basketball to go play ball, and the leaves would be around. I love fall. I miss fall. I miss it. Um, that's like a drawback to living in Texas. I love it here. I'm very thankful to live where I live, but if I could have some seasons, that would be preferable. Um, anyway, the weather changed, and every time the weather does this, it like just goes haywire on my sinuses. I'm not sick. Like I don't feel like I'm sick. I just have so much sinus pressure. It makes it hard to focus on things, and it makes me really tired. So I took a NyQuil last night. Just one. I like take those pills and I cut the package in half and I just take one because I'm very like anything with any sleep med in it will like just put me out. I will be in a coma. So I took one and I slept all the way through the night last night, but I've had a hard time like getting up and getting going this morning. And now I'm gonna yawn because I said that. Let me get some coffee. It's homemade coffee today. No, this is still the store-bought stuff. My homemade coffee is actually ready. Did not leak out of the pot this time. Watch my vlog. I have had some mornings this week, and I will talk about them in my vlog. I won't go into it here. I don't have time, and that's not why y'all are here. But if you are interested, I do have a vlog that comes out every Sunday. And this week I will talk about my mornings. Oh my goodness. Like, not like I'm going to go through my morning routine. I'm not one of those girly girls, but I mean, I obviously have a morning routine. I am a human being, but it's not like a. Anyway, I've had some mornings. So I have store-bought coffee, but my cold brew coffee is ready to go. Okay, was that rambly enough for you? Was that so Becky? That's so Becky. Remember That's So Raven? I never watched that show. I'm too old, but I remember it. And anyway, squirrel. I watched this video. I watched this video last night because my brain does these like tangents and weird things, and it's like you're definitely not ADHD if you do these things, and I'm not. I'm like okay, yeah, none of this relates to me except for like two things do, but it's not enough to where I'd be like, oh yeah, I'm ADHD or ADD or when it was ADD when I was a kid. I think it's ADHD now. I don't know if there's a difference or if they just changed what they call it. I have no idea. But I do ramble and tangent and go off and lose my train of thought. Not sure if you were aware of that or not. If you're new, welcome. I do that. I hope that's entertaining to you. I promise I always get back to the point. We will be budgeting out the $3,016.36. That will happen. And if you are returning, you already knew that. Thanks so much for sticking with me. I love all of you, new and returning. I appreciate every single one of you. If you haven't yet, you should subscribe. Come with me. Okay, guys. I want to give you an update. Today was the cutoff day for me to give I didn't tell them this, but for me, I said mentally, if I didn't know by today if we were going or not, I'm not going to Colorado. I haven't heard a word. I'm not going to Colorado, which means I will have extra money to put into not vacation, gift giving. I'm going to put it in my holiday fund because, yeah, I like to give things to people. I also have extra money budgeted for food, for groceries this week because of Thanksgiving. I did some overspending that we are going to cover. I did some overspending that I did cover through the week because I pay off my cards on Thursdays. And then what we will cover today either is what comes out today. And so it, like, you can see the red, like kind of over here. You can see that there's red. That's just because one of my bills hits on the 21st. And so YNAB has it set to automatically come out. So it thinks I overspent it. Hasn't actually hit my account yet. And the money's in my account. I just haven't budgeted yet. I also have an order that I placed yesterday that is not cleared yet. So I figured I could wait. I can't pay that off on the card, so I would wait and cover that with y'all this morning. What I knew would hit earlier, I did record, and I will insert that footage first before I get started on the budget. So when I shrink myself down, you'll first see me from, I think, like Tuesday and Wednesday are the days I did it. And then because I did it twice. And then we'll come back to live me. That's how it's going to be. Oh, my puppies are here. Both of them. That's unusual. Do you need to go potty? All right, guys. Let me get... Oh, here comes Chad. Look at my bubbles. There's my Chad. We showed off Charlie last week. There's Chad. Oh, handsome boy. He probably does need to go potty. All right. Let me pause you and go take him potty. I will be right back. Okay. Dogs are outside, which is probably a bad idea because it's rainy and so they're going to be muddy and I will have to wash their paws. But anyway, okay. So I'm not going to go to Colorado. I'm going to put that money in my holiday fund, holiday gift giving. I need to cover some overspending. And I have already filmed some of that. That's where I was. What else do I have to talk about? I think that might be everything. I am hosting Thanksgiving this week. Next week. I've already got most of the food. There are a handful of things I need. And I did purchase something that is technically household that I'm going to cover with some of the extra grocery budget that I put in for this week because it's a warming mat, like a keep warm mat, because we have more people coming. Nathan's family is coming in, and I think my nephew and his wife might come. And they don't normally. So we have more food than normal, and we already normally have a lot of food because we just, like, there are traditional Thanksgiving things that are traditional for my family that I always want to have, and there are traditional Thanksgiving things for Nathan's family that he wants to have, and so we combine. Like my family, we didn't really grow up with mac and cheese. I mean, at Thanksgiving we had mac and cheese, obviously, but it wasn't like a must-have this at Thanksgiving type of casserole dish. But we have to have stuffing. Nathan doesn't care about stuffing. To me, what's the point of a turkey dinner if you don't have stuffing with it? Like, that's just how my brain goes. I want mashed potatoes. I mean, yeah, I like mashed potatoes and au gratin potatoes. There's no need for both. That's just the way we always did it. And I love both of them. I don't know if I can eat au gratin potatoes. I think I ate them last year and I don't think I got sick. So I think I'm okay. And then also because of my celiac, I have to have gluten-free. So I have to have gluten-free stuffing, and then I make regular stuffing for everybody else. I have to have a little mini mac and cheese that I make for myself that's just mine, and then a big one for everybody else. I have to have a gluten-free pie, and then there's pie for everybody else. So, like, we have double of everything. So there's a lot of food. I bought a warming mat. I'll try to put in a picture if I can find one, and I'll link it below. If you also need a warming mat, I ordered it off of Walmart. And it will be, I ordered it yesterday, it will be here tomorrow. So super fast shipping. If you order it right now, you can still get it by Thanksgiving. I also have my Wild Grain subscription coming in today. Thank you so much, Aisha. And oh my goodness, I looked at your name, Jeanette. I want to say Jeanette. I'm going to find your name because I want to thank you properly. It was Jeanette. Thank you so much, Aisha and Jeanette, for your Wild Grain subscriptions. I hope they got there. I hope you love them. And let me know what you think. If anybody else wants to take advantage of that $40 off of your Wild Grain subscription, it does end on Monday. So you have from now until Monday to do that, where you will get $40 off your first box. And I do believe a regular box is $99. So for $59, you get 6 fresh, like, baked good items. You can pick which ones you want. Or if you're gluten-free, it's $109 plus a $40 off. And then if you do use that, they give me credit for a free box. So because of you, I was able to get my box for free, which you will see in the next clip I used to cover some overspending. The money that I had set aside for Wild Grain this month. And then I also added a It's like this caramel apple pie bake thing. I can't eat it. It is not gluten-free, but it looks amazing. And so I ordered that and it should be here today. And I'll serve that on Thanksgiving as apple pie. My sister was a huge fan of Dutch apple pie, the one with all the crumblies on top. So we always had that on Thanksgiving. Again, it's not Thanksgiving to me without pumpkin pie, and to Ruthie, it wasn't Thanksgiving without apple pie. So I always have to have both because my mom comes and Ruthie's kids come off and on sometimes. And this year I should have two of them here, so I will have to have apple pie. And then Nathan likes cherry pie. That's his preferred. If you've been watching, was it? Nope, it's in this vlog. I won't say it, but yes, pies. Pies are happening. And that one I'm getting from Wild Grain. So I'm very excited for that. Okay, those are all my updates. It's now 7:37. I am going to shrink myself into the corner. I think I'm going to do the circle again. So we'll do it. We actually do have some things to budget, and I'm going to do rent this week too. I don't know what I owe exactly yet. I don't know. It's too early because rent's not actually due till next week, but I want to plan for it, and that way I know how much I have to put into my holiday shopping. Okay, I'm going to pause because I need to pause in order to shrink myself because of this gigantic square that's all the way around me. I can't see the edges. And I'm going to do Circle Becky again. Okay, I'll be right back. Hello, it is Tuesday Becky here. By popular demand, I am covering my overspending and I'm filming it for y'all because I don't like to leave my categories overspent if I can avoid it. And I also pay off my credit cards every Thursday, so it's really hard for me to leave an overspent category in here for something that's not like a reimbursable expense, which I actually even covered that last week. And I'm sorry for the lighting. It's really dark. It's almost 8:30 on Tuesday. I'm sitting here working on crochet. If you watch my vlogs, you'll see this part on Sunday. Nathan just left to go to the gym. We did not get to the gym this morning for reasons that I will talk about in my vlog and probably already have talked about at the beginning of this video. But Charlie's very heartbroken that he didn't get to go for a walk. Anyway, I'm going to cover really quickly an overspending that I did because I have a friend whose baby shower is this Saturday and I forgot that the shower was this Saturday. So I had to order her a gift. Charlie, hey, come here. Come sit by me. Come here. Come sit by me. Sit by me. Sorry. Anyway, I had to buy her a gift, and in order to do this, I had to spend money out of gifts and giving, which I didn't have left in gifts and giving, did I? No. Are you telling them about it? How upsetting is it that Daddy left you? Did he go to the gym? Yeah. Guys, his ears. Look. Look. Can you show the people your ears? Ah, it's stuck. Say hello. Charlie. Hi. Y'all, this is a mess of a video. I'm sorry. Okay, back to me. Back to me. So, I ordered her ordered her gifts, which she will have received. No, she won't have received by the time I got this. She does not watch my videos, but I'm still not going to say it. Anyway, my brain is not ready for this. Today has been awful. Can I just tell you how awful today has been? Today has been awful. This evening has been lovely. I'm sitting here with my crochet, listening to a Simon Whistler video. And if you know who Simon Whistler is, you know. And if you don't, it's fine. You don't need to. But I love his videos for the most part. He's got like 300 channels. It's like informational. Anyway, I'm rambling because I'm tired. I'm about to go to bed, but I wanted to cover this overspending. I've been talking for 2.5 minutes. Let's get some coverage. Anyway, I ordered her gift, but because of Aisha and Joanna, I don't have to worry about my Wild Grain subscription this month. So I had already budgeted that. I had put $109 in my Wild Grain subscription, which is right here, but I don't need it. My box shipped today and it was free. So thank y'all so much. And if anybody else wants to take advantage of that, I do believe that what day is Friday? I don't know. It's going to end on Saturday. So I think you have another day to do this. Like you can do it today. By today I mean Friday, which is when you will see this video hopefully, or tomorrow. And then after that, the promo goes back down to $20 off your box, I believe. Um, but right now it's $40 off your box, and then I get a free one. So because they did that, I didn't have to pay for my wild grain, so I have this $109 extra. So what I am going to do is come down to gifts and giving, which I overspent by $55.20 because that's how much the gift I bought cost. Um, this, and I'm going to use my wild grain to cover it. So I'm going to put $109. Well, not, I'm going to put $55.20 in there. I also, if you watch Kaylee and Shay's channel and you didn't miss their video that came out today, they are trying to raise money for food banks. And so they said if anybody donates to a food bank, be it theirs or your local one, they will send you a Christmas card. I went ahead and donated to their food bank. But I took that out of my holiday giving because I considered that it was a Christmas gift, a Christmas bonus. So I took that out of my holiday giving, so I don't have to fill that. So the remainder of this wild grain money, this 53.80, I am first going to, and this, you see how big this blue box is? I can't reach anything. I am going to snooze this target because I don't need it, which is Shift Z. Yeah. And I am going to move this $53.80 to, I do not like this box. I do not like this box at all. Sorry. $53.80 I'm going to move to next week. And that is how I'm going to cover this overspending. I can't hit enter. Okay, perfect. So we're good. This was super rambly. This was over 5 minutes long, but I have covered this. So I will insert this somewhere into my video on Friday. That is when you will be seeing this. Okay, I'm going to go back to being quiet and alone and listening to somebody else talk to me. Good night. Okay, it is now Wednesday night. It's the 19th, and over coverage Becky is here to covers. It's actually not overage yet, but it will be, and I know it will be, so I want to cover. This is actually how you should do your overages. You should plan ahead and decide where you're going to pull the money from. So it is Wednesday, and even though I have this amazing, delicious stew that Nathan made for dinner, I really, really, really want Chinese food. And since he was on his way home from the office, I told him that if he would stop and pick it up, I would buy his as well. So I am going to cover my own Chinese food, which I could do with the money that I have, but I also am going to buy his, which I can't cover with the $17. So I'm going to bump this up to 50, which is what, 32.25, I think. I think 32.25. So I'm going to cover it, and I'm going to pull money from fun money and from coffee because tomorrow's Thursday. I will probably get coffee on my way home from the gym. I might not, but I want to leave myself the option to do so. So I'm going to pull $15 from coffee. I'm going to move $15, which you can't see because of this stupid. I can't do this. Okay, I'm going to do, that's gas. Where's coffee? I'm going to do $15 to dining out. I'm just going to hit the enter button. I can't do it. I literally can't. Who, does anybody know anybody at Filmora that they can fix this extra like 6 inches? So look at how big this square is. I can't do anything. And you can't make it smaller. That's just going to shrink the whole thing. Anyway, I'm going to move $15 from there, so $32.75. So now I need, what, $17.25. So I'm going to take that out of fun money, I think. $17.25 to dining out, which I then can't save because I'm in the way. Yes. Okay. So now I have covered that. It is not going to cost me $50 for this meal. I just wanted to put the $50 in there. This actually gets me back up to where I was, but I didn't put the whole thing in. And then I went to Chipotle and spent $4 or something on Friday. So this is just the full 50, and that's how I'm going to cover it. Okay. Bye again. I can never find the pause button. Bye. I'm back. I'm in the corner. Okay. So first things first, when I am doing my budgeting, the first thing I like to do is cover my overspending. So I will do that. As you just saw, I covered overspending as I went, and I did record all of it. I didn't do any overage coverage without y'all. So that is what I did. And then I have these three. This is again the orders I placed yesterday. There were two of them that hadn't cleared, so I couldn't pay them off, so I left them for today. And then the one bill that hit this morning. So let's click on overspent. And these are the three things I need to cover. So groceries, I am actually just going to cover this with my grocery budget. And coffee, I am also going to cover with my coffee budget. So the reason that I was over on these is because I moved money out of coffee to cover something else, thinking I wasn't going to use it, and then I did use it. So, but the one I will actually cover right now is Mattress Firm. I am going to put $200 in here. This is my Mattress Firm payment. I have three mattresses financed. One is, oh, you can't even see my hands, three. One is for myself, one is for my nephew, one is for my mother. And I make a $200 a month payment. That's like $50 more than the minimum payment, but I pay it every month just to get on top of it and stay on top. It's completely interest free for the entire life of the loan. So I'm not worried about paying that off. These we will actually cover when we do my regular budgeting because I'm not going to put additional money in here. I'm just going to use this week's money to cover it. So I have these views set up. This view is what I fill every single week, regardless of paycheck or not. This view is what I fill on paychecks. Since today is a paycheck day, I will be using this view. So every week for dining out, I give myself $50, and that I will leave the money that was in there because Nathan's family is coming in. I'm not sure if we're going to go out, but I will have a little bit of extra money in there in case we do. I have groceries. Normally, I budget $100. This week, I set aside $150 due to Thanksgiving, but I am going to use 40 of that to cover the purchase that I made on Walmart for my heating pad. It is a heating pad, but it's a heating pad for food. It's got like things that keep it off the table so you don't burn your table, and it's like a flat mat. Anyway, it's for food. So I'm going to put $110 in here. And then I'll put the other 40 into household when I get out of this. Ecclesial expenses, I do plan to go to in-person church this week, so I will put my 80. That is 60 for the donation, 20 if we go out for a meal afterwards. Coffee, I give myself $25 every week for coffee. And again, I did overspend a little bit last week. That's because I went and picked up coffee for Nathan yesterday because he had picked me up coffee the other day. So $25. So that leaves me $12.97. That is more than enough to get myself a coffee this week. And I have still some of my coffee that I picked up at H-E-B in the morning. And then I have an entire pot of cold brew coffee that I make myself that I haven't even taken out of the garage fridge and to put into my use it bucket. Fun money. I give myself, what is fun money? I never remember. I want to say 25. Yes. I give myself $25 every week. We did not go to Worst Fest last week. Just by the time Sunday rolled around, we were tired. We had chores. Neither of us really felt like driving down there. It looks like fun, and next year I hope to do it, but I didn't go this year. So I do have extra money in here. I did use some of this to cover something, but I still do have other money in here. So I'm going to leave it. Again, Nathan's family's coming in. I don't know if I will use any of this money for that, but I'm going to put my normal 25 and leave the money that I had in there. Because it is a paycheck day, I gave myself $50 for self-care and $25 for gas. I did not use the gas money that I had in there previously, but I do have a trip for a church weekend coming up. Not this weekend, but next weekend. And so I will need that money. I'm going up to a little town here in Central Texas where we're doing a church retreat. And that will cover that. And then because it is a payday, I am going to do my Great Nibblings savings. So every week I save, these are my nephew's children. So these are my great nephews and my great niece. And every week I save their age. Joe just turned 3, so I save $3 a week. You still can't see my fingers. I save $3 a week, which is $6 a paycheck. So I'm going to put $6 in here. Baby Jet just turned 2, so that's $2 a week or $4 a paycheck. And Sweet Ellie is about 9 months old. I'm saving 1 for her. I'm not saving 0. So I'm going to save $1 a week or $2 a paycheck. Those are all of the things that I fill every single paycheck. And then I also have bills because I am human and I have bills. So let's just go to my all. And these are all of my expenses. Um, this is my final week of November, just so you know. This will be from the 21st to the 27th. And then when you come back next week, I will be budgeting out December's first paycheck. And that's where we'll cover all the beginning of the month stuff. So I need to make sure I leave enough money to roll over into next week because I won't have a paycheck. So I am paid biweekly, but I budget weekly. I won't have a paycheck. I need to roll over at least $1,225 to cover all of next week's expenses. So whatever I have left at the end of this, we will do roll the rest of it into holiday giving. So my bills that I have, again, this is going from the 21st to the 27th. I have to cover all of those bills. So I have Mattress Firm, which I actually filled down below. I'm not going to put anything in here. I'm just going to snooze that. I have this up here as a reminder, but the actual bill is down here, and that's what we filled because this is a credit card, and YNAB does credit cards a little differently. If you have a credit card account, it automatically generates a category for you. Those are the only categories you cannot personally like change. You can change the name, but you can't change the type of category that it is or the section that it is in. It is in the credit card payment section. So I have that here. But then because I kept forgetting to fill them because they're down here and all the rest of my cards I don't carry a balance on unless there's a zero interest. The couple of zero interest cards I've added up here in my bill category as a reminder to fill it because it was out of sight, out of mind. It was written down in my plan. This is my plan. It was written down here, but when I actually went to budget the money, I would forget about it because I'd be talking to y'all and I'd get distracted. And then at the end, I'd be like, I have a lot of money left over. Why do I have so much money left over? And then when I'd be looking at it later, I'd be like, oh, because I didn't pay my bills. Those need to get paid. So anyway, I created a holding category up here for them. That's Mattress Firm and City and Best Buy are those three. So you will see those. Okay. Now that all of that is said, I paid Mattress Firm. I have to pay Favor, which is $9.99. This is kind of like an Uber One or a DoorDash delivery service. They do all of the things. I can have food delivered, groceries delivered, whatever I want. They deliver flowers. I pay for that membership. It is $9.99 a month, and then they give me a $10 credit to use in the app toward my groceries. So it pays me back. And I think it's very worth it. My internet is going to be due. This is $86.43. That is for high-speed internet. My Cinemark movie subscription, $6.48. That is one movie ticket for free every other month, $6.48. And that's plenty for me. That's all I want. My utility bill is due, and I actually do know how much this is. I'm just going to put the 120 in here. No, because then I'm going to have to, I don't want to have to keep pausing. I'll be right back. Okay, it is 109.56. 109.56. That is what is due there. City, I am going to put 50 toward this, and then that's it. Those are all of my bills except for rent. I'm going to put 600. Again, I don't know exactly what rent is. I haven't figured it out. We haven't gotten all of the bills in yet. As you just saw, I didn't even calculate what I owed for utilities yet. And so that's how I know what I owe for rent. It is $500, my rent, plus Nathan pays the electricity bill and the phone bill, like the cell phone bill. And I pay and he also pays the propane bill, which we have propane natural instead of natural gas in our neighborhood. We don't have a choice. It's just the way it is. And then I pay the water bill and the internet bill. So we have to put it all in and see who owes what. And he owes me like $30 from things I've picked up, and I owe him for my cat. So it's all going to come out in the wash. I'll figure out what I owe. It should not be more than 600, but it might because of Tyler. But I have that in my pet expenses, so it'll be okay. But I'm going to budget $600 there. And y'all, that's it. That's everything. Okay, good. We made it. It's 7:59 and I have to go to work. So I said I have to roll over $1,225 and I have $1,576.90. So that's less than I would like, but that is fine. And I will put that into holiday giving. So I will say, let me get a calculator. Let me get my calculator because I normally would use the little what did I say? 1576.90 minus 1225. $351.90 is what I am going to be moving into. Is that right? 1576.90 1225. Oh, that's more than I thought. 351.90 is what I'm going to be putting in here, plus 351.90. I should not need all of this money, and whatever is left when I am done with my holiday shopping, I will move this into my vacation. But I just want to be covered. If you know me, or if you don't know me, let me tell you about me. I love to buy things for people. I have been buying Christmas gifts all year long, and I have quite a few of them done, but I still have Nathan, who's a big one, and I still have Ginny, who's a big one. Those are my two best friends. So yeah. Oh, I didn't put money into my household. That's okay. So I'm going to move forward. Let me undo what I just did. I need to put money in household to cover, and I hear my cat howling outside. I need to go let all of my animals in. I need to put, see, 38.69 is going to come out right here. It's going to hit. So I need to put, I'm going to put $40 in there. So then, what is this minus 40? I literally don't remember what so 311.90. 311. I was friends with a girl in high school. I'm still technically friends with her, but she lives in Massachusetts and I live here, and we don't really talk anymore other than like liking pictures of her family. Anyway, we were friends in high school and just just after high school, and she is a huge 311 fan. Like she still is, like the band. What am I doing? I was putting it in holiday giving. Oh my goodness, y'all, my brain. I lost holiday giving now. It's gone. It's gone. Car maintenance, cruise, vacation. Where is holiday giving? It's all the way up here. So plus 311.90. Is that what I said? Yes. Okay, perfect. So now I have $404.48 to go Black Friday shopping with. I'm very excited. And that leaves me $1,225 to roll to next week, which I will put here in my very cleverly named next week category, so that when we come back on Friday next week, which will be after Thanksgiving, I can budget the beginning of the month bills. All right, y'all. That's it for reels. I'm going to go let my animals in, make my breakfast, try to call my mom, and I'm going to do all of that in the next 5 minutes. Because I'm amazing. Y'all are amazing. I love you so, so much. Oh my goodness. Okay, I almost forgot. Again, I signed up for Life in Envelopes Patreon to get her small budget by paycheck sticker so I can get those. It supports her, and it's only a couple of dollars more than I was spending anyway, and that way she can have the support. And I'm very excited and thankful to be in a position to finally be able to do that for somebody. And so that is going to increase. I covered, that was last week. I just forgot to mention it. So I had already covered all of that, and that's going to increase my YouTube budget from $20 a month to $30 a month, which you will see in next week's budget when you come back. Also, if you haven't, I know most of y'all watch Kaylee and Shay at It's Just Finance, and that's fantastic. But if you do, and you missed their Tuesday video, or if you don't watch them, you should. I'm going to link their Tuesday video below. They are doing a special fundraising event for any food shelter. Theirs specifically, they have theirs linked, but if you donate to your own food shelter as well, your local shelter, why am I saying food shelter? Food pantry. If you donate and you send them a picture of like the proof that you donated, they will include you on their Christmas card list this year. I think that is such an amazing and fantastic thing to be doing. I donated. I hope that you also will donate. Whether or not you watch them, I think it's amazing. And if you want to donate and get a Christmas card from them, make sure that you go check out their Tuesday video that I will link below with their email address and what you need to do for that. I don't do Christmas cards. It's not a thing I do, and I don't want to steal their thunder. But if you do that, let me know. I'll send you just a regular old card to say how awesome you are. So, anyway, I'm going to go now for real. Now I have even less time. But don't forget to give me a thumbs up, like this video, subscribe if you haven't, hype it if that's an available option for you, and make sure you come back next Sunday for my vlog and next Friday for my December week 1. That blows my mind. December week 1 budget. I love y'all so much, and I will talk to y'all later. Oh, happy Thanksgiving. I love you.